In building up the Singapore Police Force to meet future challenges, we must also bear in mind that the profile of our population is changing. The Singapore Police Force has, over the past few years, expanded its outreach program using new media and other platforms to reach out to more IT-savvy segments of our population. Later on, we will be watching a preview of the Police at SG iPhone application, which will give members of the public up-to-date access to crime alerts and crime prevention advisories on the move. The interactive nature of this medium will allow them to immediately share such information with others through social networking applications such as Facebook and Twitter. Increasing the channels of communication will allow us to better engage today's more diverse population who have different needs and expectations. However, this also means that our officers will be expected to deal with a wider range of issues than in the past. We have been seeing this already over the last few years. I'm mindful that at times our ground resources are stretched, but we need to remain fully engaged in the community. The one thing that must be preserved, and indeed deepened, is the consistently strong relationship of public trust and support for the police that we have benefited from all these years. The Singapore Police Force needs to find ways to leverage on this trust and goodwill to facilitate community solutions to community problems rather than trying to be the arbiters of all manner of neighborhood disputes on the ground. For this, we will need the assistance of many of our stakeholders, many of whom are represented here today, who have worked so constructively and tirelessly with us over the years. This will take time and require the commitment of community stakeholders, but I'm confident that we will be able to find a healthy and sustainable balance which will make police officers more effective and their jobs more rewarding. The Ministry headquarters will continue to support the police with sufficient human and infrastructure resources. In this regard, the Ministry of Home Affairs announced earlier this year that we will be establishing a new Police Land Division headquarters in Woodlands, Newtown. 2 neighbourhood police centres will also be built in Marsiling and Punggol by 2015 to cater to the increase in population in these areas. These NPCs will be augmented by additional manpower, which will ensure that there will be adequate police resources to cover all these areas. Let me conclude by saying that the Singapore Police Force must remain a progressive, forward-looking force. Changing behaviour, norms and expectations in the complex environment the police operate in will require new and expanded professional and specialist capabilities as well as innovations in the nature of policing itself. Even as you attend to the many pressing duties you have on a day-to-day and continuing basis, your headquarters and the Ministry headquarters are looking ahead to ensure that you have the means, resources, equipment, science and technology support, legal framework, superior concepts, doctrine, tactics and techniques to do your work well now and in the future. I'm confident that our officers will rise to meet the challenges ahead as you have done so many times in the past. I look forward to meeting more of you in coming weeks and months and to working with you to keep Singapore and Singaporeans safe and secure and keeping the Singapore Police Force a force for the nation and a force which you and all Singaporeans remain proud of. Thank you very much.